So hello and welcome again to the Destination Wedding Podcast. We're Hola Weddings. We're here in Playa del Carmen and we're here with Cecile and Priscilla from our sales team. And last week, they were lucky enough to go to the Cancun Hotel Zone and visit two very separate, very different hotels, Breathless Soul Cancun and Secrets Mirabel, both adult-only properties. So let's start with Breathless Soul Cancun.
Oh, wow. Yes, one of my favorites. I love the vibe of this hotel. And what I love most about it is that when you hear Breathless, you think it's going to be party. And it is. But it has different levels of party. So you have a main pool that it's like in a middle energy vibe. You have entertainment team, dancing, music, the regular activities that you will find in any hotel. Then you go to the Accelerate Club. That one is high energy level. DJ is starting at 12 p.m., loud music, drinks, phone parties. It's fun. I won't say wild, but it's fun. And then you have a third pool that is all the way to the last floor, the 28th floor.
The rooftop.
The rooftop. The Excel Club rooftop, which is super low energy. Cecile, that was your favorite.
That was definitely my favorite.
So very chill. You have the 360 view of the city, the lagoon, the ocean, the full Cancun hotel zone. You can just chill here. I think there was music, but it was very...
it was calm.
Calm, exactly. And they do have the swim-up bar.
It's really important.
Exactly. This one is Excel Club only, which is kind of like the VIP part of the hotel. You reserve a room, Excel Club, and you have access to all of these areas. And that's one of the favorite things. You have one for each. You can be regular, like dancing on the pool. You can be like high DJ partying, or you can just go and relax at the last floor of the hotel.
Okay, so it accommodates groups that have all sorts of energy levels.
Energy levels. You can have your bachelorette party. That's huge for this hotel. They do a lot of bachelorette parties. You can have your wedding and the last floor in the 28th. The entire Excel Club can be privatized for your wedding. You can have the ceremony, cocktail hour, and dinner reception all in one.
Wow.
And until now, it has no fees. So it's fully accessible. It's very beautiful. I highly, highly recommend this hotel. And a plus, the beach. Remember?
Oh, yeah. Very calm. Even though it's adults only, it's in the end kind of family friendly because it's calm. It's like a beautiful color for photos if you want to. It's kind of public though. Yeah. So that's something you have to keep in mind if you're looking to do an event at the beach. That will be very...
Yeah, they don't do a lot of events on the beach because there is a public access very close to the hotel. But the beach is beautiful, for sure.
I remember loving the beach because I don't like big waves. I don't like to have to fight when I go into the water stand up. And that one's almost like a swimming pool.
Yeah, it's like a lagoon.
But it's still those like Cancun colors, crystal clear water. For me, the beach was perfect.
Yeah, the views of this hotel, they cannot beat them. I loved every part of it. And the vibe of the lobby with all those expensive sculptures around. Do you remember? Everything about the hotel, it's one of a kind. It's a unique venue. I will highly recommend it for a mix of adults that want to have fun, but also want to have one day of relax. I think this will be a great option for weddings.
And it's a more modern resort.
For sure. It's definitely not traditional. So if you're looking for something that is going to stood out, it's going to be different and everyone is going to talk about this for at least a couple of years.
And I have to mention the food. The food was fantastic. It was just really, really good. So
when we stayed there, I remember loving the food.
Yeah, the food was really, really good. I was expecting good food at this property, but it was really tasty. So that's really important. Like you know when they have like quality in the service they offer, in the ingredients, but it was tasty. It was really delicious.
It's really good food. And the pastry chef, I think he is like a renowned pastry chef, but every dessert on the Coco Cafe was delicious.
Okay.
And I love desserts. So trust me, I'm an expert.
All right. Okay, so we're going to move on to Secrets Mirabel, which is the one
That I like the most.
that you like the most.
I mean, every resort is different, and I like that we got to see two different adults only because they are different. Secrets Mirabel, it's way more, I would say, a relaxing vibe, calm. If you are looking for fun, you can find it. They have some music in the main pool. They have a DJ, but you also have those hidden spaces and gems that offer peace and I don't know, just this vibe. Like you're not in a huge property with lots of things going on. Like you want fun, you go to the main pool, but every other space is just designed to offer peace, and you can see the ocean in much of the property, which that's something I really took into consideration. The views are just perfect. The beach is definitely different. It's wavy. You have to be careful, of course, when you get in the beach. But it's just the view
it's
for
so
me.
beautiful. The
And
views are
it's
amazing.
so beautiful. The turquoise color of the water is just.
It's everything you're looking for when you're booking a Caribbean hotel.
And you know what? What I love about this property is that for weddings, in regards of weddings, they just did like a whole renew situation in the property. So they still have lots of wedding venues that are oceanfront without fees, and that in other resorts they would have a fee
Additional
for sure,
fee.
Yeah.
for sure. So the one that they have where you can have your ceremony, your cocktail, and your reception for a small group of, I don't know, like 50. I think that's very doable. You are facing the ocean. And then you also have an area where you can do like a private cocktail for like a welcome event. That's the preferred lounge,
Yeah.
which is facing the lagoon. You have to know that in Cancun, most of the properties are facing the ocean, but you don't have the sunset in the back. So if you want the sunset for your photos, which trust me, you want them, you can
Oh,
do a
that's
welcome cocktail
beautiful.
in that bar.
That
is
bar was
just-
amazing.
Yeah, so you get the sunrise over the ocean, and then you get the sunset in the back over the lagoon.
So yeah, I think and another great thing that we saw is the spa. Like they just made this
Fully,
whole
yeah.
new spa with sunset views. I just can't tell you how beautiful it is. Like I really told them I have to come back to stay just because of
That
the spa.
spa,
Like, I need
it's
to be
amazing.
there.
Okay, you guys are selling me because for me, the spa in the hotel is my favorite.
No,
thing.
and it was
You love the
fully-
desserts. I love the spa.
It was fully renewed. Like the views, you can't beat them. All the pools in the spa are overlooking the sunset and the lagoon.
Wow.
It was amazing. And the hidden gem, the secret garden that they show us for the ceremonies.
It's super private.
my God, that was
compared to
amazing.
many other venues, it's super private. You are in a corner of the property facing the ocean. Like there's nothing between you and the ocean because you are like elevated somehow. And yet you have the garden. So you can have the tree events as well in that area. And privacy, no fees. And I mean, in the end, you have just a beautiful view. So, and again, no fees.
And one of the things in Cancun is because it's a strip of high rise after high rise, in a lot of cases, there's a lot less privacy for the venues than there would be in Riviera Maya, where the hotels are really spread out.
Yes.
So privacy in Cancun hotel strip is a bonus.
Yeah, it's a bonus.
Oh, and one additional thing, it's super close to the airport. Like it's really convenient for transfers. Like you are there in 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I think that's a huge perk because it offers beautiful views. It was fully renovated. So you have a whole new tower of rooms, of suites, oceanfront. And you also have privacy in most of the wedding venues, no fees. And
Are you sure there's no
I'm just
fees? We're going to
mentioning
start
that.
putting a little bell every time you say no fees.
Yeah, approved. But I mean, in the end, it's just like, since they are just opening, they have really good room rates for now. So, I mean, I would take advantage of this property. They probably will rise the rates at some point, but as of today, they are really offering really good deals.
Right now, the rates are very, very good to be a Secrets and to be an adults only.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
All right, so here's your scoop on those two hotels, Secrets Mirabel and the Breathless Soul Cancun. Thanks for tuning in. We'll make sure to give you the scoop on our weekly site visits in the area so that you get the eyes and ears on the ground feel that you need. If you need any more information on packages, on pricing, just questions, please feel free to get in touch. We're Hola Weddings, HOLA weddings with an S.com. Bye.